have a bed and breakfast here. We offer crawfish excursions. We take people out on the boat crawfishing. You get to participate. We run about 60 to 80 traps per group of people. And in that group, you can rotate, take turns picking up the traps, doing that type of things. We educate you all about crawfish also. It's fun. We introducing crawfish to people's first time seeing crawfish in their life, first time eating crawfish in their life. And the fun part about it is when you get ready to feed them and you put 5 pounds in front of them, they look at you like, I can't eat 5 pounds of crawfish, and eat every one of them once we show them how to peel them. You know, Cajuns are known for their hospitality and their food. And here at Crawfish Haven, you got both of them. In the mornings for breakfast, you get a crawfish omelet. You get boudin egg rolls, a really good Cajun breakfast. Biscuits, good Louisiana community coffee. You know, we try to promote everything Louisiana here. You know, we took all this for granted. You know, things that we did every day, like went out and crawfishing and fishing in the pond in the back, and just our food and stuff. And to see how much people from all over the world are enjoying our Cajun heritage just makes me feel great about where I was brought up and how I was brought up. So one of the first things I do when people get here is I got a little book where I show you the cycle of a crawfish. I show you crawfish with eggs on the tail, show you crawfish where the eggs are hatched and attached to the mama. And we talk about all the whole cycle of a crawfish. And then we go out there in the boat and you get to experience how we catch them. And we come back here and we cook them for you. And then at nighttime, sometimes, depending on what time of the year, we got some entertainment sometimes here. You know, we offer bus tours also. We can handle up to 40, 50 people at a time. We can have them in and out of here in 3 to 4 hours. Now we run a shorter version with bus tours, but we make it economical for them. And it's just a fun time. You have crawfish once or twice, and you want like a crawfish etouffee, or you want a seafood gumbo, or you want a chicken and sausage gumbo, or any Cajun meal, we can cook it up for you too. We also offer Cajun cooking classes. People are coming to Louisiana. When people are coming to Louisiana, they're Googling crawfish because they know that's one of our specialties. And they're finding me, because if you Google crawfish excursions, I'm one of the first ones that pop up in the whole world. So they're finding crawfish, and they wanting to try it. You know, so some people have had lobster before, but nobody's had crawfish. But you know, a lot of these people haven't had crawfish, and they really, really enjoy crawfish. Once they try it, they fall in love with it. Never thought today that I would be doing this, and having so much fun doing this. Meeting people from all over the world, traveling the world here now. And I've had people from Japan, from Indonesia, from France, from Canada, from South America. And they're Googling crawfish tours, they're Googling crawfish excursions, and I'm the first one that pops up in the whole world. And it's a fun ride. It's a fun ride, you know. And my first year when I opened, the whole year I had 3 nights. And this last crawfish season I had over 200 nights of guests. The good part about this is I do speak Cajun French. And I get guests here from France, a lot of guests from France, almost once a week. And I get guests from Canada, and we can communicate. We might struggle a little bit here and there, depending on what part of France they come from, but we communicate. We can communicate. I have my own seasoning. We got a little gift shop here on the property too, where we offer a lot of Louisiana products, but you can purchase my own seasoning. And usually when people, after they eat my crawfish, they're walking in that gift shop buying some seasoning. Because it's a low in salt, but it's got my own spices in there, and it'll ring your bell. It'll ring your bell. We also have a campground here. We have 3 full camper hookups, RV hookups. We got a fish pond on the property where you can catch and release bass and brim. If you're here for a few days, sometimes I'll let you keep a few to where we can cook up a few fish. But it's very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. Locals, we've had Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. We've had Mike Strang, Commissioner of Agriculture. We just won Bed and Breakfast of the Year for the state of Louisiana. The Louis Award for Accommodations of the Year. Don Dubuque with Bayou Wild TV has been here several times. Gerald Grunick with Channel 10. A lot of, that's locals. Celebrities outside of here, Marty Smith with ESPN. Marty came here the year that Crawfish Haven got 45 seconds of fame on ESPN. The night before the draft when New Orleans Pelicans got Zion Williams. We were on ESPN. Samantha Brown with the Travel Channel. Samantha Brown came here in the year before COVID, 2018 or 19, and I probably got over 100 guests came here because they saw it on Samantha Brown. She's on the LPB now. So if you Google Samantha Brown Places to Love Louisiana episode, you'll see when she came here. And I could name a few more, but right now I can't think. So this is Miss Rose right here. Miss Rose was born in this house and she lived to be 92 years old. This is her parents right here. They're the original owners of the house. The house was built in 1903. In 1957, Miss Rose's parents went to pick up one of Miss Rose's sisters that lived in Cameron, Louisiana. It's when Hurricane Audrey hit. Miss Rose's family went out there to pick up one of her sisters, and the hurricane was supposed to hit the next day. It hit that night. She lost 7 members of her family. Mom and dad, her sister, brother, nieces, and nephews. At the time, Miss Rose was married to Leroy Robichaud, and he was the principal in Henry, in a little community where I grew up. In 1957, she lost her parents. 1958, they left Henry and they purchased this house for $6,000 from 2 remaining siblings that were still alive. In 1961, the little house that Miss Rose and them lived in Henry on campus that belonged to the school board, they sold it to my parents, and that's the house I was raised in. So Miss Rose and I always had a connection, and I didn't know it. I met Miss Rose in 2010 when I purchased 28 acres across the road from Miss Rose and nieces and nephews. And every time I come check on my crawfish farm, I stop check on Miss Rose. Her and I got to be very, very close. And you couldn't come here for just 5 minutes. You had to stay for a half hour. And when she passed away, she had a list of people to carry her, and I was on that list. And I ended up buying the property, didn't know what I was going to do with it. First year and a half, I'm working on the property, taking my time fixing it. My relatives from Biloxi came crawfishing and had a blast crawfishing. And one of them said, hey, why don't you do that commercially, take people crawfishing? And I said, you know what, I'm gonna turn this into a bed and breakfast and offer crawfish and stir. So this is the living room. My guests can sit here, they can watch TV, whatever, but when the weather's beautiful, it's beautiful outside. You can go fishing and do whatever you want to do. This room can sleep 9 people if it's the same family. But this is the crawfish room. This room's the cypress room. Made the headboard, and then I took a closet and I made a bathroom out of it. So each bedroom has its own bathroom. This is the cypress room. This is the little sign-in area. This, you can sign the guest book here, but you also see all of my cooking awards. These are the partings of the crawfish that we've done with the Lieutenant Governor right here too on this side. This is my side of the house, but this is the side that we offer. I do Cajun cooking classes, and I usually do them on this side. Unless we're cooking for a large group, then I'll do it outside. All of the wood from those cabinets comes from the old red barn located on the top. And this is the gift shop where you can buy a lot of Louisiana local products. This is my balling seasoning right here, which people love. And this is my seasoning blend, like you use on meats or fish or anything, Creole season. So I wrote a cookbook. Here's a message from me. Bayou Wild TV's been here several times. They wrote something. Lieutenant Governor's been here. He wrote a little something. My mom passed away 9 years ago. This is my mom's handwritten recipes. And if you go to the back and you see like Ina Toups, that's my mama's recipes. And if you see the recipes with no name underneath them, like seafood gumbo for 50, that's my recipes right here. A lot of good family recipes in this book.